function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza. Oh, you stay with him in the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just... I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star, cause you can miss this like you...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from the desert. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. No problem there on the extra point. The Vikings are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now Watkins on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain.
And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Vegas.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 18. Third
He'll turn and hand this one off. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Up the middle they go. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Here's a second and 12.
19 target, 19 target.
He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's in! Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his fourth rushing touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
45-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. And it's that rookie third-round pick. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. An even 40 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score, Vikings 14, Raiders 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Now at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now give on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8. They'll look to throw. That's caught at Savion Williams. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pick.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, this ball's going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. The motion man here is Mitchell. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. The motion man here is Mitchell. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Vikings. Point after try, forthcoming.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Vikings add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
60, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, go.
Now a give up the middle, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Down back at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Now a fair catch is taken back inside the 40. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. With timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80, Panther Street. Hut, hut.
Now a handoff running right. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
Second
up
down, they need 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
They'll stick with him again.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the...
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Vikings. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Vikings are able to extend the lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. That is not good. Trying to fight off a ruck with that one. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. To throw is McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
19 Tigers. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the set. Ready. Bronco 80. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Get up.
They'll stay on the ground. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Get up. Viking 18. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Raider first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Raiders are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 Vikings. Reload, reload.
They'll try to sneak in here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 9. Ready, ready.
They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 35, Raiders 16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Second and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Right side, and is brought in by Felton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Out of man, left side, it's caught. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. To the air once more is McCarthy. Forced out wide. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The motion man here is Mitchell. That is caught, and he will score again. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and it adds up to 16 now on the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
7-yard line.
Set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Big Lion. Get up.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the 4th quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he's in. Todd Felton. Touchdown, Vikings. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Street.
To the ground, a first down run. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70. Trap 60.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Check, hurt. Ready.
No turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Viking 18.
They'll throw out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Dallas Turner. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Set. 19 Tiger. Go.
Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Here comes a return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Their own 44-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Play action now. It's McCarthy. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Fires left sideline. That is complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. High, Felton. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The PAT, up and good. And the Vikings add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready, go.
Up the middle they go. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions. Hurt, hurt. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd down and 9.
Ready, ready. 70 Timberwolf. Hey, check that, street, street.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So